At the top, it said, call from the sheriff's department.
Okay, if we can come to order, we're going to begin the town court branch town council meeting for Wednesday, April 22nd, 2026. Roll call. Scotty DeLong, present. Sandy Birch.
Present.
Bob Reinhardt.
Here.
Stacy ELPERS.
Here.
Sandra Hicks.
Here.
Well, now say the pledge of allegiance to the flag. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
This meeting is being recorded. Anyone who speaks is given permission to be recorded and posted to our YouTube channel and town website. Virtual participation is not monitored, so you can virtually watch the meeting, but if you need or want to speak, you must be here in person. We need to approve the minutes from the 3:19 public meeting and the 4:08 executive session.
I make a motion to approve.
A second.
All those in favor?
Aye. What is that, son? I don't know.
Next, we need to approve the claims from the April 2026 docket for $271,891.30.
I make a motion to approve.
A second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Do you want to run without the mics, or do you want to listen to that chat? Because that's for us to do it, whatever's.
Feedback in the system.
Because I got it shut off now, and it's quit. I mean, depends on if you just want to talk about it, or if you want to listen to that.
Do it, turn it back on and shut the door and see what it does.
It's always an adventure.
You can have mine.
My battery's
Yeah.
All right, let's just get through this.
Nothing's working here. Okay. Sewer adjustments. Oh, sorry, fund report balance. We need to do the approval of the March 26th fund report for $5,986,526.76. I'll make a motion to approve the fund report balance.
A second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
I don't have, I'm sorry, I don't have any business. I don't see them here either.
Okay.
But let's go ahead and talk about it. So,
Real quick.
go ahead.
We need to get a motion in second on the sewer adjustments. There's one here for $85.89.
$85.99.
Sorry, $85.99, and then we need to sign off on the month's adjustment report for $1,102.16.
I make a motion that we approve both.
A second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
This is the only one that we don't say.
The third line under there, COMER'S auto pay was returned due to account being hacked, wants us to waive the return check.
So they're on auto pay, and so whenever their auto pay was returned, they called in and she let them know that their bank account had been hacked, but we had already done the $25 return fee already. And so we told her, we can't back that out without your approval. So she was supposed to bring me something from the bank. I have not seen it. She's going to come today, but, she's not here, but
Could we say that we would give it pending proof from the bank?
Also, though, do we have to pay the bank for that return?
no, this is a.
I just want to make sure we don't have a
Right,
cost.
we won't be out. Yeah. So,
I'm okay with that, Scotty.
Yeah,
so approve pending something for the bank.
yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Can I get a motion in a second?
I'll make a motion to approve that from the bank.
I second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Randy, any water project update?
No, haven't heard anything. We had a meeting, what, 2 weeks ago, Stacy, with the, no, it was, no way.
Anything to get on there, especially if you got anything from them?
No.
All right. Okay, citizens concerned, community pride, you have the floor.
Thank you. Okay, I'm Lisa. We have a give back day. Now we're not sure what day it is, it's either May 1st or May 13th. So I have two. Community Pride would like to know if we could split mulch again. If not, it's there. I guess we'll pay for it. But was wondering if you had it in your budget to help us with that this year. So we're paying out $3,000. So if you could do half, that would be great. And I guess it's a big pile from what I heard.
Pretty good stuff.
So I guess I need help on that if possible. And the other thing, on the same day, Jason would like to know, I'm buying them out of my pocket. I have permission to put edging stones and mulch and weed guard around Pete's Christmas tree to help with keeping it shaped and easier to mow around. And I'm buying stones. So I need permission to do both.
First off, I've got a message in the to see if the day of Karen, he told me the May 1st, but I guess Daryl told Randy's the 13th,
Right.
so we'll try to get confirmation on that. You never know, we might get lucky. I might do before the end of this meeting. Can we do 1,500?
Yep, I already looked. I think that's about what we paid last year. And we have it, in our grounds budget, so.
So when I get my bill, Stacy, you have to write half the check and and then you need to pay the other half. Isn't that right?
Yes.
Okay, so I'll bring that to you. So then on the stepping stones, I need permission,
Okay,
or no permission.
hold on then. I need a motion
Oh,
on second
sorry.
on
Yeah,
that $1,500.
I'll make a motion to provide the half the cost of the mulch.
I'll second
All those in favor?
Aye.
And then now you can go with the
So
placement
now I
of the
need
papers.
no permission or permission to buy the stones and put around each tree to edge it out.
Yeah, I think that would be.
If nobody has seen the tree, it's beautiful.
Yeah.
it. Make a motion we approve it.
Huh?
I make a motion we approve it.
I second.
All those in favor?
Aye. And then I think we're gonna paint that day too, if we have time, some yellow stuff for the other town.
Some yellow poles or?
Yes. So that's our work day plan. I will post it. I'll let somebody know if we don't know tonight what the day is.
As soon as I find out, I'll let everybody
Yeah,
know
okay.
via text message.
Perfect. All right, thanks, guys.
Thank you.
We're gonna do mulch and then paint poles.
Yes.
And we're gonna ask them to bring some,
We'll put it out there for them to bring rakes and I'll go pick up a few extra ones too, because I know kids. It's probably not gonna happen,
well, tell them if they wanna help, that's what they need to do.
but we bought several last year. So we should be,
United Way brought a bunch of them too.
they did.
But this isn't United Way.
Yeah.
This is kids.
This is just a kid thing.
But I will brag about the kids that they sent last year. They worked and they did a really good job.
They did. They did great.
So,
All right, thank you, Lisa.
you're welcome.
I need to go back.
Okay.
That Lamb, she called me today. She was told to come to the meeting because I don't know what she's got going on. She wanted to talk to me. I was with someone in my office, very important. And then I had to leave,
So
so.
that's the one we pushed back.
So one thing about that is, it's in prior years, so the rates are different every single year. It's gonna be a nightmare trying to figure that out.
The other guy that lived out by Darrell, did we not only go back? How did we handle that?
We didn't go back in previous years.
I didn't think that we did, but I wasn't sure. But that was a kind of a similar scenario where he had a slow leak over multiple years under the house. It was that down from Darrell, stone house.
And I don't understand did it go down the sewer? I don't know enough about it, so she needs to come to a meeting
Yeah,
and talk to you guys. She was told that today, but she didn't show up, so
we'll kick it down the road.
We'll take a look.
Yeah,
just wanted to give you a heads up on that.
thank you for that.
Any more citizens?
Any more citizens concerns? Anybody need to speak?
I can't move Charlotte because I'm.
That's okay. Can we get your name and?
Yes, my name's Dennis Miller, and
Where's your address, Dennis?
201 West John, right down here on the side.
Okay.
I know I got a notice from y'all about getting my stuff cleaned up. Well, with the weather the way it's been, and then in February I lost my wife. I'm starting fully tomorrow on it. I'm asking for 1 week to show that I am making an improvement to it, and then till the end of July to have it all cleaned up.
I think that's acceptable. I'll vote to accept that.
I'm good with it.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
So you made a motion, you said.
I appreciate it, y'all.
And what did you say? You want 1 week to making an improvement and.
Yes,
And have it
and then-
cleaned up by then?
by the end of July.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
You all have a blessed evening now.
Sorry about your loss.
Yeah, thank you very much. It's been 2 months now she's been gone. It just doesn't seem like it.
Understand. Well, thank you.
Thank you.
Any other citizens concerned? Okay. Unfinished business. No bids were received on the truck.
We'll quit.
We can't get a title.
I'm sorry.
This meeting's really off the rails today.
I tried to find
All right, back to unfinished business. No bids were received on the truck. We can't get a title. The B&B says the den has never existed. They say it's got a plate on it that doesn't exist. Looks like our only option is we can file for certification of authority for disposal of vehicle.
And that's this. This is the stuff that I sent in to the B&B. They told me that that bin did not exist. And I'm like, I have a picture of it, it does. This is the paperwork that I've sent them. And then this is the only thing I found on the vehicle. I even sent that in. And then I put that we were applying for our last title, and then this is what they sent me back. And then I even called, so.
And I called the dealer just to see if we could get lucky and they have paperwork from when it originally, it was too far back. Well, 2005.
I see what that letter says.
It seems like if it's never been titled, it could be titled. But
We don't have a certificate of origin, we have nothing.
Oh,
they said that we
Do you get
could.
a tax for it every year, or?
No, the cold plate, you get one tag one time and that's it.
Okay.
Let me see something here. When I talked to her, let's scratch. She said, that the plate that's on it is not for the vehicle. It's never been titled or registered. To get it titled and registered properly, we'd have to have a court-ordered title. You have to go to small claims court. And you get a packet with minutes, which is what I have. And then, or I said, the truck is not worth anything.
Done.
And she said if it's taken to a junkyard, we could do
That
the,
make it better.
we could do the certificate of authority, which is this, which would allow us to
Tell me if I was a junkyard.
give it to the junkyard and we fill out this and the junkyard fills out their portion. I already got our portion filled out because it's not signed. But, and then the salvage recycler information would go on here, and then I'm assuming it gets sent to this B&B document management, so then the junkyard could take it and maybe scrap it out.
It's kind of a shame because it does run and
Sometimes.
goes down.
Yeah.
Anyway,
You hold your tongue right.
what do we need to do here as a council regarding that? Vote to move forward with the,
Yeah, we'll need a motion and second if you're going to, if we're gonna fill out the application for the certificate of authority of disposal of vehicle.
I make a motion to do that, disposal.
I'll second.
Okay.
Those in favor?
Aye.
We pulling useful parts off of it first.
Can we pull the motor first?
Are we driving it, or are we having someone pick it up?
Well, it's illegal to drive apparently.
Yeah.
I hate to pay to have it towed. You'll have to discuss that with law enforcement. New business, ball, park, field rentals resolution.
Okay, it's been brought to our attention that there has been travel plans that are coming to the park near and far, and we have a resolution of fees for practice rates, game attorneys, and they're not being followed. So we either A, need to rescind this, or B, enforce it. The top one is the most recent where they changed the rates.
We haven't brought this to anybody's attention yet, though, with the league or anything, that we've caught in the,
No, we just found out about it this past week. We were going to send a letter to, the president, Randall Meeks,
yeah,
letting him be aware of it.
yeah.
But we weren't gonna do it until we brought it to you guys and you guys decided what you wanted to do.
I think we enforced this.
Yeah, it doesn't affect our Fort Range League, right? It's.
It's travel teams.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd send him a letter with properties, and if he's got concerns, he can, let's come to the meeting and we'll talk about it.
Okay, so send letters with the copies of the resolutions. And we enforce it. Well, it'll be Jason's responsibility to,
Yeah,
he's the one that was doing it before, so he's going to have to let them know if anybody's on the schedule, which would be another good reason to have that schedule. Maybe one of you could ask him for it, because I'm not having any luck. But, maybe.
yeah. It'll be a little, to your point, be a little bit hard to enforce, because they could show up at any time, and no one's gonna see them necessarily.
We can't have bases out for them. We can't be spending
Yeah,
taxpayers' money on outside
I totally agree.
and then using lights and whatnot. So, I'm all for kids playing ball. I'm all for that. But we have to be able to, especially with, the way the House Bill 1 is going, we really got to, this budget year, hammer down and pay attention to what we're spending.
Agreed. The stuff that we provide for the local leagues, a lot of that honestly is kind of, for lack of a better word, out of the goodness of our heart, because it is part of our town, it's part of our community. And when people come in from the outside to use the field for their own purposes. We really aren't obligated to support that financially in any way. That's why this was put into place. And the best we can enforce this, Little League should help us enforce it. Jason could put eyes on it and help us enforce it. Enforcement probably won't be perfect, but to the best of our ability, we need to try and enforce this resolution.
You can find it on, website.
I don't know what that requires.
Did we get it?
No, as long as it's in the minutes that they told us that they're gonna enforce it, and they're not going to rescind it, and we need to send a letter, that's all we're gonna need.
The second item on here for new business is regarding the park Kubota tractor that's in for repair right now.
You guys need to discuss what you're wanting to do with that. Are you gonna wanna fix it? Are you gonna wanna replace it? Are you gonna wanna have Little League help
Well, isn't it a shop?
fund
The
it?
Kubota tractor.
And what's wrong with it?
And like I diagnosed, if they picked it up Monday, they're looking like 2 weeks out before they can get in there and see what's wrong.
I feel like we need to try and fix it.
We don't know the cost.
That's right, we don't know what's wrong with it. I don't think we can make a decision on anything you just said, Stacy.
Worst case
Find out what's
scenario,
wrong.
if we do have this Ford jug, you're looking at $10,000 to put on that motor.
If what, you need a what?
If it's a scored jug, where you have to rebuild it.
He's speaking mine.
Cylinder.
Cylinder.
So maybe $10,000 is all I'm putting.
Yeah. So, that's what a motor would cost to replace that motor, is at least 10 grand.
I mean, we'll talk about it when we get a quote. We can probably reasonably say if the engine is shot, it's not worth replacing. So at that point, we've got to look at, replacing it as is, replacing it with something different.
We don't have funds in the budget this year for that.
We don't have funds in the budget to do that. So,
Because we have, Randy budgeted for a, different board for the park, but not this.
right, this is an unbudgeted, situation, which, emergency situations unfortunately happen from time to time. So
Just table it till next month.
I think
More
so.
more.
Numbers, yeah. Thanks for taking that in. All right, ordinances and resolutions. Number one, the ordinance 2026-3 vacate alley between the library and the teen center.
Yes. So you have already filed a motion to vacate the alley, and we provided notice to the library and the teen center. The library representative is here. Are you consenting or objecting?
I'm consenting.
Okay. We need to just get it on the record that you consent to it. Okay. So you do consent. The teen center had notice. They knew to be here tonight. They're not here, so we can proceed because no one's here to object or not object. So they've acquiesced to it. So
Okay.
we can go ahead and proceed. The ordinance is right here. Do you want me to read it into the record before you pass it?
Sure, go ahead. Doesn't look too bad.
It's not.
Did you not read it? Send it to you, y'all should have read it.
Town of Fort Branch, Indiana, ordinance number 2026-3, an ordinance to vacate portion of alley known as the Fort Branch Johnson Township Public Library and South Gibson Community Teen Center Alley, Fort Branch, Indiana. Whereas pursuant to Indiana Code 36-7-3-12, the Fort Branch Town Council, Fort Branch, Gibson County, Indiana, filed a petition to vacate a portion of an alley running east and west between lots 16, 17, 18, 19, and 26, 27, 28, and 29 in the original plat of the town of Fort Branch, which may be found in plat book number 1, page 53 in the office of the recorder of Gibson County, Indiana, all within the corporate limits of the town of Fort Branch. Whereas the alley was was not open nor needed, vacation of the alleyway would not hinder orderly development of the neighborhood in which it is located or to which it is contiguous, would not make it access to any lands difficult or inconvenient, would not hinder the public's access to a church, school, or other public building or place, would not hinder the use of a public way to the neighborhood in which it is located or to which it is contiguous, and whereas in accordance with Indiana Code 36-7-3-16, vacation of the public alleyway will not deprive a public utility of the use of all or part of the vacated alley, and vacation of the alley will have no effect on any public utility that has utilities in the vacated alley, and there are no sewer utilities in the alley, and whereas a public hearing has been held on the petition within 30 days of receipt, and whereas notice of the public hearing on the petition was given by certified mail to all owners of land that abuts the alleyway or by manner prescribed in Indiana Code 5-3-1. Wherefore be it ordained by the Town Council of Fort Branch, Indiana, Gibson County as follows. Section 1, part of an alley running east and west between lots 16, 17, 18, 19, 26, 27, 28, and 29 in the original plat of the Town of Fort Branch, which may be found in plat book number 1, page 53, in the office of the Recorder of Gibson County, Indiana, be and hereby vacated. In accordance with Indiana Code 36-7-3-16, vacation of the alleyway will not deprive the public utility having electric utility lines in the vacated alleyway of the use of all or part of the vacated alley, and vacation of the alley will have no effect on any public utility that has utilities in the vacated alley. In accordance with 36-7-3-12, within 30 days of the adoption of this ordinance, a copy of this ordinance shall be filed with the Auditor's Office of Gibson County, Indiana. This ordinance shall be in full force and effect from and after the date of passage, and passed and adopted by the Council of the Town of Fort Branch, Indiana, this blank day of blank 2026, which would be the 22nd of April 2026 if it's passed. This ordinance shall be effective upon passage. And there's a place for signatures. Also included is an exhibit, and it has the plat map from the surveyor's office.
And then something else.
I think there's two maps. Yeah, there's two maps.
I'm Laura from the library. I just wanted some clarification. So you guys are vacating it. Does that mean that automatically, or like half of it is ours and half of it belongs to the gym?
Yes, and you're both responsible.
So is it belong to us as private property, or does it belong to us as a right of way? Do you understand what I'm asking?
It belongs to, it would be, I mean, it's gonna be part of your property as far as the library is concerned. It's not, yeah, it's not
Yes.
private. I guess it's gonna be private to you and the teen center, if that makes sense.
There's utilities in it though.
They have the right of way.
We have a right of way.
We have a right,
Utilities.
yes, we will have a right.
All
of way
utility
to
companies.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So any decision about making it a one-way or doing any of that, that is on us.
Yes.
We talked about it. When I talked to Robert, they weren't interested in it whatsoever. And so they in turn deed it to them.
You have to talk to an attorney on that end as far as them deeding it to you. At this point, I mean, you would have to talk to an attorney about how that would be done.
Okay, and because the town still has a right of way for utilities, do I need to, make you guys aware when we pay that, and how that's gonna get paid, or is that?
If we do it, I mean, we would have to put it back where we found it, right? It's our right of way, so I don't think that. As a courtesy, maybe it would be nice. You're welcome.
We need a motion and second if you want to approve that ordinance.
I make a motion to approve the ordinance
I second.
2026-3.
I second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
So I need you guys to sign that and send it on.
And then the second ordinance is the commitment to the golf cart ordinance allowing a lifetime permit for $100.
I read it, reviewed it.
I did too.
I would like to make a motion that we adopt the amendment to ordinance 2026.
I second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
The second page, you don't have to worry about. Let me see that one. Sign,
Alright.
sign that one. Second one's just like my copy that we're gonna put in minutes. That's the document. This is,
And there's, okay, one of them.
yeah, that copy is got my signature.
Hey, Gary, are those stickers available yet? Okay. Did you have to order them or?
Now I'm gonna go get one.
So, yeah,
Got one.
I can see them.
I'm not-
Oh, a golf cart.
I got
I thought you
it.
meant the sticker.
No, I don't have a.
You need a golf cart to go with this.
That's right.
Just the signature.
Department head reports, town manager. Randy, upgrades to SEC quotes. None received as of today, okay?
No.
Bucket truck, did that one we talked about?
The one outside of town here,
Yeah,
it's still set.
have you
Are
done a thorough look at that one?
not thorough, just by doing what he did with the pictures.
Okay.
That he would do an inspection on it if he were interested.
What was the cost on that?
Back
You sent this.
in an email.
405 or 11.5.
I think it's the last page in an email, or it's, or maybe it's in the minutes.
12.5.
12.5.
With the trade-in of,
1,200 for trading if it passes our test. Yep.
I'd like, I mean, I'm not sure where we're at in the process, but I'd like to have you do a thorough inspection if it meets your requirements. I think based on our research that we've done, that's gonna be hard to beat. Really, really hard to beat.
Yeah, especially if he's willing to do the dielectric test, make sure it passes.
And it's likely to because it looks like it was used for electrical before. It's not like a lot changes to make you pass or fail that test. So, I feel pretty good about that. Do you want to give it a closer look and then,
Yeah.
or do we need, what should we do tonight, do you think?
I mean, you can either, if he's approved, he likes it, you can give him approval, or you can wait until next month.
I'm okay with giving
Let's
approval.
do it.
Yeah, I'd like to make a motion that if he does a thorough inspection and finds this truck suitable based on our other research, we should move forward.
I'll second it.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Center quote, center point quotes on lighting at the sewer plant. I read through that today and that seems like a complete no-brainer.
I agree. I make a motion to move forward.
I'll second. All those in favor?
Aye.
But for the benefit of the audience here, if we replace the lighting out there, it costs us $1,400. It saves us $14,000 in a year. So that's a 0.1 year payback on our investment. So, yeah.
Okay, and so we need to sign off on that. You want Randy to sign off on that, or,
Yeah, we can give Franny our,
customer selection form? I don't know,
okay.
I scanned through it, but
We'll just give Randy this.
Make a motion and let Randy sign on any papers that need to be done to get
that,
that.
include that in your,
I second.
Yeah, I'll second. Or here,
Okay.
Bob seconded. All those in favor?
Aye.
And we've got some quotes here from Sealmaster and the pavement sealing company in regards to sealing the pickleball court and basketball courts. Is that right, Randy?
And it's something just to kick over, not make any decisions today. The seal master quote would be the material, the same material as the professional people.
So it's apples to apples material wise.
Material wise, yes. So with us buying everything from squeegee to the rollers, the paint for the kitchen, the white and everything, that's what this company's gonna put down. So the difference is gonna be your labor. And they're gonna put down 2 coats of sealer to our 1, basically, because they can come in here and have it done in 2 days. This is who the seal master recommended, and we had him look at the town hall parking lot. He gives 2 quotes on that. So just sticking with one contractor might have got us through a break, I don't know, but it's just something to kick around. But they both need to be done. And we may not be able to afford both of them, I don't know.
Right. And is this something we want to get done, or we'd like to have done before winter?
Yes.
We can review it. You guys can take it, review it, and we can bring it back next month. We'll just not hand it,
Let's mull this over, and we'll bring it back.
so I'll table it for next month.
Yeah.
So,
The reason I went out for a contractor is once the guy from Steelmaster showed up and looked at the condition, he said, said what he thought the age of it was. He said, now would be a time to have someone come here and do it professional, and you can maintain it every 3 to 5 years and get longevity out of it. They get somebody to come here and just put something good down and roll it.
okay, so these quotes say pickleball court, but is that the basketball court as well?
Yes, it'd be that whole area.
Okay,
It's not the painted one, is it?
Yeah, not the one with the,
Mural.
Green dragons and shit.
the eyeball. Okay, all right, this,
It's the little, basketball.
I got you, okay. Okay,
And which one is the price, Randy, of the, town hall parking lot? Oh, I see it.
Yeah, he gave you 2 options.
it's on the.
Okay, yeah, I'm looking at it.
One's the one.
Okay.
Mhm.
So for the town hall, there's star grade or supreme grade. It's a 1-year versus 2-year warranty.
It's not that much more.
No.
I gotta look at numbers. I
Okay.
haven't got to look at it, so.
Let's let Stacy look at what that can be kind of. You got anything else, Randy?
No.
I do.
Go ahead.
Randy. Sorry. The library, the mooring is complete. It got done last week, and so it's all done.
I saw the little flags and it wasn't very, it was just, I was there and then I was come back and it was gone. Like, it didn't take them very long. And
It took them about a day and a half to set everything up and find everything, and then it took them about an hour and a half to do the actual.
that's amazing. I don't know how to do that.
Are they gonna come back and do the sidewalk, or are we doing that? How's that work?
You had that in your bid?
We had that you were finishing the sidewalk.
Oh, I was going to do the sidewalk if we ripped the box out. Because I was trying to kill 2 birds with 1 stone. Is if we had to attach it, because that's where we were trying to add that, I could put an ADA sidewalk in there. I would tear that section out. We'll get together, we'll go through our notes,
Okay, okay.
make sure.
At least my understanding, so.
We'll get together, find out what we got written down.
Yeah. If we need to do it, let us know, figure something. Obviously, we're not heard anything back regarding the sewer discussions we had with HWC yet.
Yeah, I figured Eric would probably reach out maybe sometime next week.
Yeah.
You said a month. A month,
Did he say a month?
yes.
Okay. All right, well, moving on, police department, we've got we've moved forward with a hire for our vacancy.
I'd like to, the approval of hiring Gary Scott.
And we all interviewed Darian Scott, and he's passed the physical and drug screen. So Jared would like to hire Darian. I would like to make a motion to hire Darian Scott.
I second it.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Water department, anything new?
Not.
Sewer department?
No.
Clerk treasurer,
I'm gonna be needing numbers for our 2027 budget planning. We need to be mindful of, like I said earlier, House Bill 1, with the decline in property tax.
have they published yet what's gonna, what the impacts of it are yet?
And so, I will, in May, I'm gonna be starting that process, so I need to be knowing what you guys are expecting for salaries and insurance and, just anything that you have planned for
I know something we need to look at.
the year.
You know, that list we put together of things that, from a water perspective, or maybe even sewer perspective, that we need to pick something off and try to knock it off. You know, I'm talking about the list that we all, you did such a great job putting together. We gave to Eric, and maybe the low hanging fruit that we need to, you know, each budget cycle, try to knock something off that list, because it's not gonna knock itself off the list.
So budget cycle is only tax money. It doesn't have anything to do with utilities. That's where your, utility rates,
That's what,
your, rate studies and stuff like that. That's where that's gonna come from. This is, the budget planning is just for
Just
tax
okay.
money.
But we'll still address those other
Yes.
items when we get back into town attorney, anything else you need to talk about? Anybody have anything else before we adjourn the meeting?
Did you have anything?
Yeah, did you
Oh,
have
no,
anything?
I'm just,
You're just here, okay.
is that after start coming?
All right, well, I'd like to make a motion to adjourn the meeting at 6:13 p.m. All those in favor?
Aye.
It's
Next month, that's a Wednesday or Thursday?
Thursday, April 16th. We changed it because Sandy couldn't be here.
No, it says, he's talking about next month.
Oh, it's written
On here,
on
it says
there.
Wednesday, the 21st.
Mine says Thursday. April the 16th.
Well, it depends on which one. Wednesday, Thursday, what do you want it? I think it's, May 21st,
Yes, May 21st.
Which is
Thursday, yeah.
Okay.
Because you guys decided that you wanted every third Thursday, or every third Thursday, so 5:30.
Because they both start with TH. You got another meeting?
I'm going back that day to be here.
Oh, my goodness.
I told him I
Said
had to be
Thursdays
back.
were best. It was you. Said Thursdays were best.
Have a
Well,
carry.
whatever.
Okay, we need to, shut the meeting down.
Me too.
Same, you don't even have any.
Scotty, will you shut that down over there?
Did you hear back from John?
Another good reason.
Did you hear back from John?
Well,